Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Well, on today's episode, it's actually going to be a little bit different. I came back out to the only area in Florida that is BLM that I can literally tear apart everything in my van, put it all back together, make it look pretty, and film a van tour for you. We're not doing it in this outfit, though. I gotta get coffee into my system. I gotta get a little bit more perky. And then the outfit's gonna get cuter. I'm gonna get cuter. It's all gonna get better. It's all gonna get better. And then I'm gonna show you the disaster. Because my van doesn't always look like this. This is gonna be the realest van tour you've ever seen. Because I'm not hiding nothing. Well, I did. I hid everything yesterday. But I filmed what I was hiding. So I'm gonna show you. Just know. Just know. Van life is glamorous. Sometimes the van tours are too. But there's a lot of preparation before that. Coffee! Oh. Stay. Sit. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Good girl. Come here.
Hi. How are you guys? My name's Lace. This is Jane. And this is our life with Jigsaw. Welcome to our 2025 van tour. Let's go check them out. As you can see, there really are no rules for van life. Oh, wait. No, there's actually a ton. And I'll get into a few of those today in this video. Because it's not just a van tour. I'm going to show you the realities of van life that you've probably never seen before. And all of the cleanup that I did yesterday, it's going to be revealed as to why I did it. And some of the steps that you have to take while living on the road to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And I'm not talking healthy for your body. I'm talking healthy for your van. For you. For your pup. For the environment. That might take it a little too far. Moving on.
Jigsaw is a 2003 Dodge Mercedes Sprinter van. He's a T1N 5-in-line diesel. And while on the outside he looks tough, rugged, and resilient, on the inside he is pretty, clean, and comfy and cozy. Now, the van didn't look like this yesterday. Let's actually go back in time. Let's talk about the van life reset. Essentially what that is taking everything out of your van that has fabric on it and letting it sit in the sun and breathe a little. It all started with my mattress. Now, while I was in Colorado, I purchased a new mattress because I did, sadly, find mold underneath my mattress. I purchased a 6-inch mattress, and let me tell you, 6 inches was not enough. So I kept my 2-inch mattress topper, And because I decided to keep a part of my old mattress that, yes, had mold on it, I do the bleach and sun method. And what that is you're spraying pure bleach onto your mattress and letting it sit in the sun until it is absolutely dry. This prevents mold growing on your mattress. And it also helps cure anything that could be bacterial on your mattress. It's a good idea to do this at least once a month. I've learned my lesson. I didn't do this before. I do it now. Another thing is I opted to not have doors on my closet. And the reason for that is because closed cabinets create dark spaces that create condensation and little fungus to grow. So, once a month, I make my campsite look like I am a mini flea market. And all of my clothes and everything go outside and they need to air out. And I'm talking all of the clothes I have. I have 18 packing cubes and all of them got opened and spread out on the lawn. Yeah, I was essentially a garage sale with no garage in the middle of nowhere next to a fire tower. There's no rules in van life. Did I say that? Hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself now, because there are some rules. And I'm just going to name some of the things that if you're looking for a van, please note these few things. If you're looking to get a van that's made by a cookie cutter build out company, you're probably not going to be satisfied with the ending result. And the reason is, if you're looking at my video and you love my van and you love it so much, it's because I built it out for the specs that I needed. I didn't have a cookie cutter company building out my van. I did all of this myself, of course, with my brother's help. And that is why I've been able to last on the road for so long and be so happy and thrive on the road and not be miserable. I have friends who have bought in vans from companies where they just have specific builds and they sell those style of builds. And essentially they have ripped everything apart. Keep that in mind. If you want something to be for you, design it for you. Don't take what anybody else has done and say, oh, that'll work for me, because it probably won't. The way that I travel is not the way that you're going to travel. And the way that you're going to travel is probably not the way that I would ever travel. So everybody's lifestyle is different. And everybody's van is different. And everybody travels differently. They see this lifestyle as something for them, not necessarily as a projection outward. It's all internal. But with that being said, let's look at the internals of Jigsaw and the nitty-gritty areas that you guys always wonder about. Some information on Jigsaw. Let's start there. Jigsaw is a 158 extended high roof. I know I look tall, guys, but hold on, I'm about to look small. Yeah, anyways, so this is the tallest and largest Sprinter van that they make. Come on inside. We're going to start with some common questions that I've been asked ever since my TikTok days. Question number 1, do you have a toilet? Yes, I do. It's right here. I cannot remove it from this trap door anymore because I added a kayak. That thing's fun. It's like a thumbtack on my van though, gotta admit. So now I have to remove the toilet this way. But I do have a toilet. If you want to learn more about this toilet, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just kidding. You can find all information about any of the products that are here in my van in the description below and on my Amazon links. All of it's right there. Have fun. From my kitchen supplies, to my toilet supplies, to Jane supplies, to just extra random stuff that I think every van lifer should have. Find it there in the description. My next favorite thing in the van has to be this. Everybody asks me about this, and yes, there is a newer model that is available that you can get at Walmart or you can get it on Amazon. I have linked it below, but this is my vintage Coleman oven. Now, it's really hard to find parts for this anymore because they do not make this style of oven. Like I said, there is a newer version of it, but I have refurbished this and I've been using it for going on 5 years now. Best thing I've ever put in my van. This is the hardest thing to take a video of. So, the third most common question I get asked is, how big is my fridge? Well, if I wasn't wearing boots, it would be up to my tits. I'm 5 foot. Exactly. So, let me tell you about my beautiful fridge. Safety first locks, those are from Walmart. Literally best investment ever. I have a full capacity freezer. I also have a full capacity fridge. You want to see what's inside? Come here. Having this freezer has to be the best thing to have on the road, because not only I can carry my alcohol, sticks of butter, but I have a full freezer full of stuff, from berries that I've picked in the Colorado forest to faux meat to dumplings, salmon leftovers for Jane, mussels, a whole pizza. It all fits. And I do have to say, having a freezer on the road allows me to buy cheaper because I'm able to buy in bulk. Half of the freezer is just her treats. You gotta move because I gotta show the people our fridge, baby. This is the disaster. Now, the first thing that a lot of people are gonna notice is that the top shelf is all of my perfumes and my perfume oils and also my plant fertilizer. That is on the top shelf. If you don't store your perfumes or your perfume oils like this, note, this is the way to do it. And then I just have cubicles and all of the things. The next thing is the solar situation, which I'm gonna have to take you to the roof. Come on. On my roof, I have, of course, my e-bike. You can see the tip of the kayak, the Starlink, which is rolling hot and ready right now, and 300 watts of Renergy solar panels. Beginning of this video, you probably saw my fold-out solar panels, and that's actually from Bluetti. I have 2 Bluetti batteries, and I have 1 Goal Zero. And then these panels. It's kind of a mishmash setup. And honestly, I've done that for a reason, and I'll explain why. This small battery is considered my backup battery. That's actually what's running the Starlink currently right now, because I can run the Starlink and charge all at the same time, and I don't have to worry about my main battery going any lower. My main battery is right here. This is my Goal Zero Yeti 3000. And this is what takes care of, it's too hard to get to, everything else. My fridge is plugged into this. My 12 volt is plugged into this. That's including my water pump, my lights, my Max Air fan. What else? All of my USB outlets. This is my main house battery. I also have this battery in my closet. This is my closet. And that is my second Bluetti backup battery. And my closet is simply made out of paracord, baby hangers, and some hooks to the ceiling. I'm trying to think. what else have I been asked in my comment section? I'm trying to show you guys as much as I possibly can. Water. Yes, yes, let's go look at the water. Here at my beautiful back doors that are partially cracked open, and I'll show you that hack. So, under here, I have a 35-gallon water tank. I do not fill up this water tank completely. I fill it up right about to like right where this shade is hitting. And I've learned that I actually only carry 33 gallons with me at a time. There is a water pump behind all the way over into the back. It's a SureFlow water pump. You can find it at most RV stores. And that is what my water system is. It's all PVC pipes. I do not have PEX lines. I went old school with it and I've been doing fine. Looking from another angle, this is the hack I want to show you. That is how I keep my doors propped open, but also keeping myself secure and safe. If you saw when I first walked up to my van, there was about this much space in between. I can't even fit through it. You can crawl underneath and possibly fit through it, but that's a struggle. And if you want to do that, okay, I'll bonk you in the head with a pan later. But that is how I lock my inside doors. You'll see the hook hanging right there. I also have an internal lock on the back doors, and that is how I lock my door from the inside, just as an extra safety precaution, because I am a solo female. I have been on the road for a very long time. I have seen some things while being on the road. I have sat in parking lots in New Orleans and watched people break into other people's vans. I know that that's not right to say, but it's like you can't really stop it. And yeah, and we were right down the street from the police department. So if you think it's a good idea, do it. Anything to protect yourself. It doesn't matter. Do it. Okay, I think this is the other question that I get asked. How big is my bed? Well, for starters, I sleep like this. If that doesn't give you an indication of how small it is, I really truly do not know what to tell you. But let me give you a better angle that's not so dark. My bed is a 60 by 66. And it used to be a full. If it was a full, it would come actually all the way to my countertop. However, I wanted this space, which started off 4 years ago as a dinette. And now you see that it's become my closet, extra storage, laundry, extra storage, charging station, etc. That's what I mean by your build is going to evolve with you. And try to remember that, because if you don't know how to take apart your build because you didn't build it, it's gonna be a little harder of a situation to evolve. And that, my friends, is how you get those van lifers who change up vans every single year. It's because they're not building for longevity. They're building for the moment. I built my van out for longevity. I can take apart anything I want. And I can put it back together. Including my water system, my electrical system, and part of my engine. I'm like a freaking Swiss Army knife. Come at me. I'm just kidding. Another important part is I have to show you my food storage. Because another misconception about van life is that basically your whole life is going to turn into plastic containers because of mice. And while I did just pull 2 little critters out of my air filter, my life is definitely not plastic at all. Let me show you. Like most of us on the road, we love a good thrift store. We love thrift stores. My favorite 2 things to find in a thrift store are tiny spoons and food storage containers. Now, these are not your normal food storage containers. I go for what I guess are milk
containers. I don't know. This had hot chocolate in it. This had hot chocolate in it. This was like whole milk. Let's see what this one says. What are you? More milk. But this is what I put all of my bulk food into, and this is how it is. I drive with it just like this. I did not clean anything about this cabinet. I did not rearrange anything. This is how I drive, and none of this moves. None of it. My dishes are stored in, yes, a plastic container. It's the only way I could make like a drawer that wasn't a drawer. Because if you've ever tried to build a drawer, okay. I'm so proud of you. But anyways, the other thing is the storage containers that are plastic, yes and no. You're going to love them, you're going to hate them. The reason being is they're not going to hold everything that you think. So you're going to have one area of your life that's just kind of like a, you know? Yeah. That's that. Let's move on to the next cabinet, because it's about to get weird. This is my spice, tea, and sauce cabinet. All of my sauces are on the bottom cabinet. They used to be up here, but going up in elevation, I have learned that they need to be on the bottom. I've had sauce bottles explode while going up in elevation, so now this whole bottom shelf is sealed in, and I'm able to wipe it out because I've painted the inside with a wipeable paint. We've had some issues on our travels, and we've experienced some things. This isn't, like you can see the drawer up top. I don't want to clean that. So this is just crammed full of spices and teas. Again, in plastic containers, but organization is key, guys. It really is. You just have to accept it. Another thing that most people notice when they come into my van is that I only have one upper cabinet. I do not have multiple upper cabinets. And the reason for that is because I wanted my van to feel very open. I didn't want it to feel like a subway. I didn't want it to feel like a hallway. I only wanted one thing protruding into my space, so I feel like I can open my arms and stretch and move and groove. There's no cabinets near my bed. I have wall-to-wall stretchability in this area. I feel for the van lifers that have cabinets above their pillow space. How many times have you hit your head? Be real with me. Like, for real. So this is my coffee and my makeup cabinet, my hygiene cabinet. It's coffee on this side, hygiene, and other stuff on this side. It's literally separated by a paracord, so stuff doesn't slide from one side to the other. That's how easy it is, guys. Paracord. We're like dressed up and everything, but we're still living van life, okay? We still have to do the necessities. Oh, we're attached. We're attached. Okay. I think the greatest organizational hack that I did inside my van has to be what I did under the bed. And what I did is basically get these planto tubs, and each one of them is labeled. As you can see, I'm a girl with a lot of shoes. So that is actually shoes. Underneath is work outfits. And then you have gear, crafts, tools, and extra car parts. I'm literally attached to my door right now. I'm stuck. Okay. Now that my bra strap's been snapped, let's talk about that. This is all of my clothes. I have a ton of packing cubes. All of my clothes are in those. Now, I know what you're thinking. How many clothes can you honestly get up there. I used to have small packing cubes, and I'm saying it was like playing Tetris, okay? Now I'm a little bit more organized with it, but I've tried many methods when it comes to the clothes part of my life, and the packing cubes are what works. I've tried baskets, I've tried the vacuum sealed, I've tried all that crap. Just go for packing cubes. It's the best thing ever. It allows your clothes to breathe. Remember to put dryer sheets in everything because the moths will eat your clothes. Okay? So, now that we've had that conversation, these are extra large packing cubes. So I've basically just gotten bigger and bigger with my packing cubes because I started off with like 30 of these. Do we see the difference now? Yeah. And I have a shopping problem. I'm not going to deny that. I will say this though, okay, to the girlies, because I was one of them. When I first got into van life, I got rid of all my dresses. I got rid of all my shoes. I got rid of all of the outfits that I was like, oh, I'm going to be living in the forest and living in the desert and doing all this other outdoorsy stuff. What do I need this dress for? Yes, you do. You need that dress. Figure it out. Pack it somehow. Bring it with you. I do not care. You need dress-up days. This is for all the girlies. You need dress-up days. You need to look cute. Otherwise, you're going to start feeling like a homeless bum. Let's be real about it. I got rid of all of my cute clothes, and I was just wearing Columbia and Patagonia and like all of my hiking clothes over and over and over and over again. And I just started to feel like a ragamuffin. Yeah, I did not feel cute at all. I was like, oh, I got this great lifestyle, but I'm not a cute one. What happened? So, I got a phone call. I'll get back to you. Sit on that. That's too funny. So, since I've been on the road, I've actually helped a lot of solo females get on the road, build out their vans, renovate their vans, or just help them with the navigating of what it's actually like being a solo female on the road. And things that you don't really think about, like, how is a period gonna go on the road? How are you gonna get birth control? How are you gonna get mail? Where's the safest place to park? How to use your intuition better. All of these things that females have questions like inside their brain, but they never say outwardly. I'm here for you. I got you. Hit me up. I'm trying to think. What else did I want to know when I first got on the road? Well, everybody knows about iOverlander. And I guess one of the things that I would say about that app is always get there before dark. You don't know these locations. And to be safe on the road, you have to kind of be more aware. And with the app iOverlander, it is told on a platform like this, or TikTok, or Reddit. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows how to find van lifers if they're using that to navigate around the country and only staying in iOverlander spots. You could be putting yourself at risk. That's what I mean by using your intuition and maybe staying in some uncommon spots that are not listed. And if you find some favorite spots, I know everybody doesn't like a gatekeeper, but, well, you know what's best for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on today's video, and you enjoyed a really weird but authentically in-depth van tour. I've lived life on the road for going on 5 years now. I've renovated my van 3 different times. And I have to say, it is the best decision I've ever made. I thrive in this lifestyle. And while some people just look at me like I'm homeless and that I'm inept, I want to show that you're not. You're worth it. Every single dream you have is worth it. Doesn't matter what anyone says. All that matters is you. Have a great one.
You should know that